So listen, lads, you probably can relate to me on this, but I feel like Hamza recently has been kind of on the slope down, right? And I do apologise for my voice, first and foremost. I had a bit of a wild night last night, let's just say that for the least. I don't drink or nothing, so it's nothing to do with that. I'm a big singer and dancer, all right? So I've kind of lost my voice. So I do apologise, but we're still here giving you guys the value. Now, when it comes to Hamza, you can probably relate to me on this. Like, if you look at his channel now, bro, it's on the downfall, and I don't mean this in a negative way. I'm not making this video to criticise or to portray any negativity towards Hamza. Don't, perceive it in that way. I genuinely just want to help him because I can see exactly what he's doing. And I know the mindset that he's thinking right now as well. I can see it because I've made the exact same mistake. Now, the problem is, right, and I don't know whether or not you guys have been in this position before, but when you get to a level of success, when you start to build up followers, you start to have the public eye watching you at all times, it's very easy to be influenced by other people that are already successful. So what Hamza's doing right now, and I know this for a fact because I made the exact same mistake, is Hamza is looking at other people that are already successful, and he's kind of just comparing his values to theirs. What does this guy do? So Tate, for example, what does Tate do to get this level of success? How can I bring my business to the next level now? Okay, social media. Now, you may have seen that Hamza's now back on Instagram. Now, you also may have seen his videos completely criticising Instagram, social media in general. You know, he's made a lot of videos against that whole platform and that whole way of life. You know, being addicted to your phone. I mean, I'm an advocate for that. Delete social media, get off of that shit, okay? It just really isn't the best way of living your life. And, you know, each to their own, everyone has different values. But Hamza is losing track of his values because he's comparing his life to other people's, like Tate. He's literally just thinking to himself, right, Tate is big, Tate's bigger than me. He's got more success, more money, more financial freedom, more eyes on him. How can I learn from that? Now, you may have also, and that's why he's on the social media path. That's why Hamza's just going against what he's previously preached about. And it's sad to see because he's going to, mark my words, bro, this video is being recorded on the 18th of December. And it's probably going to drop on in a couple of days. So I don't know when this will happen. Mark my words. Hamza's going to have a existential crisis at some point. Okay? He's going to realise exactly what he's doing and the mistakes that he's made and how he's going against the values that he set for himself as a man. Now, this is what makes you an alpha male. And I hate using that term, but listen, this is what makes you an alpha male. If you can set values for yourself, regardless of anyone else, regardless of the influence of the outside world, if you set yourself some values, for example, I don't drink, I don't use social media, I don't watch porn. There's some things that I just completely do not do. And I set those values for myself. Okay? Now, for example, if I was to look at Andrew Tate and think, well, Andrew Tate's successful and he uses Instagram, so that means I can use it. But it goes against the values that I've set for myself. I have my reasons for why I don't use social media. I have my reasons for why I don't drink. Now, if I looked at Andrew Tate and thought, well, you know, he uses Instagram and he drinks and he's successful and he's a millionaire, so that means I can do it. But it's going against my values. So that makes me a follower, not a leader, right? And I always have this saying, learn from people, but do not follow. Learn from everyone, absolutely everyone that you come into contact with, whether it's on the internet or in real life. Learn from them. Everyone has something that you can take from their way of thinking to diversify your mindset. But do not follow in their footsteps. Create your own unique success journey. Create it. And that's what Hamza has done. He's paved his own way, right? He's done that. But now he's getting influenced by other people. He's forgetting the values that he set for himself. Therefore, he's becoming a follower, which is why he's on the downfall. Look at his views going down. Look at the interaction with his channel, the community. I've spoke to guys personally about literally the cult members or whatever. The guys that love Hamza, they're absolutely obsessed with him. What do you think of him now? Oh, well, you know, there's just something different about him now. The energy's... And I absolutely understand what they're saying. It's arrogance, that's what it is. He's speaking to his viewers now in a patronising way. As if he's like, look at me, look at what I've got, listen to me. And then you'll get this. Now, what you young men must understand, I know you're probably quite impressionable. You'll see people like Andrew, like Tristan, like Hamza, and you think, wow, they live a life that I would like to live. So, in order to live a life like that, I'm just going to copy them. I'm going to not set myself any values. I'm just going to do exactly what these guys do. And you must understand, you are your own individual. You've got to stay true to your values, number one. Number two, well, this more for Hamza, but I guess you can kind of learn from this in any area of life, is never get too big for your fucking boots. Never ever allow that arrogance, okay, let me word this in a very concise way. You have confidence, right? You have extreme confidence, and I think that's the border that you want to act upon. Extreme confidence, that's the line that you want to stay at. It's almost arrogance. It's almost where you think that there's no limits to you. And I walk through the world believing this. I believe there is no limits. I can do absolutely anything. But when it tips over into arrogance, that's when you stop learning. That's when you stop taking criticism, you stop taking advice, you stop being open-minded, you get very closed-minded. I don't need to listen to you because I'm the best. I don't need to listen to you because I'm the best. That's arrogance in my definition of it. It's probably not the official dictionary definition, but that's the way I define it, right? You have extreme confidence, and that's basically just believing in yourself. Believing that you can do absolutely anything, but you are still open to criticism, you're still open to your weaknesses, you're still willing to learn, you're still willing to take advice, you're still willing to accept help. That's extreme confidence, it absolutely is. When it tips over into arrogance is when you've allowed your ego to motivate you more than your pride, right? You're being motivated by what other people think rather than what's going to make you proud of yourself. That's exactly what Hamza's doing. And I know for a fact that's what he's doing because I did the same thing. I made the exact same mistake twice, multiple times. And it happens specifically for people that have a level of success or a level of kind of relevance in the public eye. They'll look at other people and think, well, in order to stay relevant, in order to stay, on top, I've got to do this way. And then they start getting influenced by other people. He's getting influenced by Andrew Tate. You can see it, bro. You can just see it. Now, it's nice to learn from people. I'm not saying that, don't learn from anyone, don't take inspiration from anyone. That's great things, and I do that from everybody. I learn from absolutely everyone that I see and come into contact with. But I do not follow. I don't think, well, Hamza's done it this way, so I'm going to do it. I do my own shit. I'm in nature. This is my vibe. I don't edit. Completely unfiltered, completely raw. Big brother to little brother kind of vibe. That's what I'm going for, and that's what I'll stay with. I'm not going to think, well, Hamza does the Jeffrey and Adonis, so I'm going to do it. It's stupid. Learn, but do not follow. Do you understand? Hamza, you need to take that in as well. And I'm not saying this in a patronising or insulting way or in a negative way at all. I simply want the best for you. I truly do, because you've helped me a lot, and you've helped a lot of young men. And for you to start swaying off your curve, swaying off the values that you've set for yourself, you're going to find that very, very quickly you hit a roadblock. Mark my words, lads. Keep an eye on Hamza. Mark my words. At some point, he's going to make a video, he's going to make a community post, he's going to say something where he backtracks and he says, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake with the whole social media thing. I've gotten dragged into the whirlwind of temptation and impulse. You guys know very well that that's something I struggled with recently. This is why I know for a fact exactly what's going on with Hamza. And it's like I want to save him from that pull, because I know how powerful it is. But you have to make sure, and this goes for you as well, this is good value for you to take from this. Your values that you set for yourself. For example, I don't drink, I don't watch porn. They're my values, right? I set that for myself. Okay, cool. No matter what influence or temptations I get from the outside world, you have to always refer back to the foundation that you set for yourself, and they're your values. So even if I feel tempted to go and download Instagram or go and watch porn because of whatever reason, whether it's an influence from the external world or it's my own mind against me, whatever reason, I must always just fall back, right? What values have you set for yourself? What makes you feel proud of yourself? That's the key point. When you act in a certain way, do you feel proud of yourself? If you do not, then don't do it. If you're simply motivated by your ego, if you're motivated by what other people will think of you, you're going to go down a negative path. You're going to very quickly hit a roadblock, and that's exactly what's going to happen to Hamza. Mark my words. If he does not see it, if he doesn't snap out of it, mark my words, boys, he's going to hit that road. And I wish the best for him. I don't mean this in like a malicious way. Watch Hamza have his downfall so I can take over. I don't mean it in a negative way or at all. I absolutely want the best for him. I'm so happy for him and his growth and his success, and he's hit 1 million subs, and I'm happy for him. But I see the path that he's going down, and some of the boys can relate. I've spoke to guys on a personal level in my coaching course, and they've said the same thing. Like, yeah, Hamza's kind of like, his energy's dropped. His energy's different. He's not the same guy that he used to be. I see it everywhere. And that's exactly why. What I spoke about in this video, the patronising, arrogant tone, now he thinks he's so above everyone that you must listen to me. I'm the tribe leader. You must listen to me. He's forgetting that he's a human being, and so is everybody else that he's speaking to. We all have weaknesses. We all have things we need to work on. And I know humility is a very controversial topic when it comes to successful people. When I say be humble, I never really preach to you guys be humble. I never really preach have a high level of humility when it comes to the confidence you hold in yourself, because I believe that if you walk through the world and you genuinely convince yourself that you can just do anything, almost ignorantly, yeah, of course I can get that girl's number. Of course I'm going to be successful on YouTube. That's a very good mindset to have. But it does not mean that you don't have any humility. It does not mean that you completely cut away humility and you ignore everything else because you're the best. That's arrogance. And that's exactly what Hamza's struggling with. So you guys can maybe take something from that. If you're in a position that is similar to myself or Hamza, or you want to be on in the public eye at all, any situation, I'm pretty sure you could probably take this and learn from this. But it's also quite interesting to know what's going on with Hamza. And I know for a fact that's exactly what's happening because I experienced it myself. And I feel sad for him because I know how powerful the temptations can be. But it's only once you make the mistake that you learn, right, that's the wrong avenue to go down. It's like you have to have the setbacks to realise what you did wrong, and then you come back 10 times stronger. That's kind of how I see it. And I can advise him. I can tell you, listen, Hamza, don't do this because of this. But he has to make the mistake himself. He has to really feel that fuck up, that pain, that regret of like, I did wrong. He has to feel that, because it's that feeling that teaches you the lesson to make sure you never do it again. So I can only advise. I guess I can be kind of like a pastor in a sense, and you can mark my words and just see what happens. I guarantee at some point Hamza's going to have a kind of backtrack where he says, oh, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake, social media is bad, I should have never, lost track of my values, whatever. It's going to be something like that, just mark my words, bro. But listen, Hamza, when you watch this, because you will, inevitably, I wish the best for you, my friend, and I'm very, very happy for your success, and I hope you constantly go on a positive trajectory up and keep changing lives, keep saving young men, but also I hope you never lose track of who you are as a man. Yeah, because that's what makes you a man. That's what makes you so admirable to these young men. Is you have your own set of values that is different. And it doesn't matter about, I'm unique. It doesn't matter about any of that kind of stuff. It's not for an ego thing, like, look how different I am from everyone else. It's you have set those values for yourself, and you're man enough to stay true to them. So I don't want to see you go off track because of like, Andrew Tate, he's doing really well, so let me try and, don't be a follower like that. You already know this, bro. You know this. You're a leader. You know this. But I wish the absolute best for you. And to my boys as well that are watching this, I'm very grateful for you staying on this journey with me. You've recently seen me delete all my videos. I know I bang on about it for the past couple of videos, but you've seen me delete all of them. Now I'm going to prove to you in real time, you're witnessing history, right? I'm going to prove to you in real time, no matter where you are at in life, you can always come back and rebuild 10 times stronger. I have no videos, bruv, no portfolio, starting again. Watch me come back 10 times stronger. Watch. Pay attention. I'm going to show you with the power of the positive mindset what you can achieve. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon. The coaching is down below if you want to learn from me personally. Come and chat to me on a personal level. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a, professional, kind of formal individual. When you come on a coaching call with me, it's just big brother, man to man, big brother to little bro. Maybe not even that, because that's quite patronizing. Man to man. Just a man-to-man chat. That's what it is. It's a men's space to come and talk about men's issues. Who else are you going to go to in the real world and say, listen, I'm struggling with porn? Who else are you going to go to and speak to like that? Nobody, right? Because it's embarrassing. And you know it's embarrassing, but you need to overcome it. And you overcome it by learning from someone that's already been there and done it, right? Because then you can go from here and learn from all the mistakes I had to make and just go straight to the top. That's what it's there for. The coaching's down below. First link in the description. Come and talk to me for an hour. And I guarantee at the end of the call, you'll be a new man. Wish the best for you boys. Stay positive. Look after yourselves. Bye.